Hello everyone, this is Christmas Sticker Fab. Today I'm going to do a brief overview of how to install our overlay for your glove box. Here we have our 2023 Ford Bronco Raptor, but of course all of the glove boxes on the Bronco are the same for the full size. As you can see, we have a number of items with a topological map design. There's only really one semi-complicated part about this install, so I'm not going to take this off, but I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get it installed right. Right now it's 66 degrees here in North Fort Myers. Ideally it would be in that 75 to 85 degree range. We would be working in the shade because I like to control the amount of heat applied to these overlays as we're applying it, because if there's too much heat applied to it immediately via the sun, it's going to get really soft. Now, if we apply our own heat, we can get it soft just in certain areas. What that heat does is it allows you to stretch the vinyl over certain areas, and it also makes that adhesive much more sticky. I did not clean or prep this, so it was probably a little bit dirty, not as clean as I could have had it. Really, you want to use isopropyl alcohol, ideally, on the surface of this to get it squeaky clean. Make sure that dries, and then you can take the vinyl off the backing and install the main portion. There's two more pieces that install after that, and then you're done with that install. We are going to put a 3M adhesive promoter pen or the 3M sponge on our website as an add-on, because in less than ideal conditions, I do recommend that you use the 3M sponge pretty much on all these inner edges and the entire outer edge of the design. When you get in this area, I'd pretty much use it all up in here. Let's open this up. Like I mentioned, I didn't use it on this, but I would use it right all up in here. So this has grown really quickly to be my favorite tool. It's a 300-watt heat gun, and that's great for installing vinyl. Gives me just a small nozzle right up the front. I can use my portable battery pack, which has an output of 300. It looks like it is drawing a little under 300 watts. Also, in the Ford Bronco, if you have that AC inverter in the back, you can hook it up to that. Just make sure the vehicle's running while you're using it. So like I mentioned, I didn't use the appropriate steps to prep this. I should have used an alcohol pad, especially right up in this area, if not the whole cover. And then I didn't use the 3M promoter pad. Pretty much when this closes, you can't see it. So these little ridges up here really don't matter. But if I was going to install this permanently, 3M adhesive promoter just makes it easier. There is a leaf cut in the design. It goes right down to about here. So what you're going to do is play with these two edges. Make sure your hands are really clean when you're installing this. But basically, I used some heat. Got that adhesive really active. You can see, you can apply the 3M promoter on this back lip as well, and on this edge. Pretty much all along the surface, you want to do not just the very edge, but maybe just a little bit in. It helps the vinyl stay in place and not just along that edge. You give it a little bit help up to around there. So pretty much you play with this edge, and you might have to pull some pieces up. You might have to pull this back and then stretch this way, because I wanted to get all the wrinkles out of here, so I had to pull the material this way and then lay it down again. And then I took this and I pulled this material on top of it. You can see a slight overlap there. Of course, most of the time you're not viewing this under a microscope. You're viewing it at a normal viewing distance. So if I would have had the prep pad, this probably would have stayed in place. But also, if I would have cleaned better, these probably would have stayed down as well. I'm using very light heat. Pretty much, once my fingers get warm, I stop with the heat. I'm not trying to overstretch this. But again, that's the most difficult part of this installation. You can find this and oh so much more for your 2021 and up Ford Bronco on our website, stickerfab.com. Please like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit that bell notification icon for the latest and greatest things we are coming out with for the 2021 and up Ford Bronco.